Fake gurus. Something that's really important to have a strong discernment for when you're ever looking to learn some new skill sets or knowledge, or having any kind of assistance with things that you're dealing with in your life. Life coaching, spirituality, business mentoring, any kind of marketing or advertising strategies. I know these are like very different topics. Also, it can come to health, fitness, diet, what have you. These are all very different topics, but there are certain individuals out there who will cater to different audiences within the realm of these industries. And the stuff that they're offering, whether it's some kind of product or service, can oftenly be complete bullshit. And you want to do your best to have a strong sense of discernment and boundaries to avoid these kind of individuals. The reason I'm making this video is because I've been dealing with a lot of frustration on things that I've seen out there. I've seen videos of people signing up for sales programs of some kind of business online entrepreneur guru that's going to tell them how to make $1 million in their first year, and here are the top secrets of how to be the best salesperson ever. And then they lock you behind a paywall program to learn the information that they have available, and they will market the product in a way to give you just a glimpse of little nuances that you can learn, of tips and tricks that they're offering for free, that will be expanded upon when you purchase some kind of $5,000 course, right? But the information that they're sharing is so rudimentary and basic that anybody that's worked any kind of sales jobs for even 3 months already knows the information that they're providing. Or with a quick Google search or YouTube, you generally can find everything that you would ever want to learn on the internet. Most of the information that people want to provide you out there is free to find yourself. And that's why I get really frustrated that they're trying to make money off of selling the dream. And oftenly these individuals fake wealth by renting out Lamborghinis and film sets at fancy mansions and what have you, or taking pictures in some jet that isn't theirs, but it's actually like some fake prop jet that they will have people come to take pictures in with their nice suits to pretend to be a successful millionaire, multimillionaire, whatever, right? This business of selling the American dream. I can't say any names because I don't want to get sued. But there are legitimate people out there that have built up strong companies and brands and have an actual background in the profession that they're speaking about. And so they do have some good information that people can learn about. But oftenly the best way to learn about these things is through experience and the practice of repetition, because the basic fundamentals are mostly available anywhere that you can find for free, online, through YouTube, through any basic learning of Sales 101 books. You don't need to access a metric ton of information or dig to find some like hidden gem answer in any kind of learning of that kind of skill set that's going to set you apart and make you the top 2% sale closer, right? That is just something that comes through time and skill acquired practicing that tool. The ability to do that through time practicing that skill set. But these individuals, what they're actually offering is a funnel program that is strictly set up predominantly to get you to invest in more and more of their programs, products, and services until they can run you through the top listing of highest ticket services. What that might look like is investing $2,000 to $5,000 in a virtual online training course where you join up with other individuals to learn these lessons together, or a downloadable program that has this prompt to funnel you into learning even more information by signing up for the next coaching level that is for the individuals that have graduated the first program and are going to come together for more conclusive, complete training that is going to jump from that $5,000 initial cost to $20,000. And then you go to that and you complete that, and you've already spent $25,000. And then they tell you about their boot camp that they're having. You need to fly to this big city to meet up with other individuals and to do this collaboration together with that business. And it's supposed to, entice you that the more you invest and put effort into this process, the more likelihood of you succeeding and getting the dream life that you really want and desire that they are trying to sell you on. But in the end, a lot of these people are getting themselves screwed over and quitting their jobs to pursue this BS guru bullshit, and then not being able to pay their rent and losing their apartments, having to move back in with family, whatever have you, because they've just completely been conned, and it's ridiculous. So I was putting a video out there on that kind of information because there are these kinds of people out there that you have to have a strong sense of discernment for, and that you have to, investigate whatever process you're trying to learn about. Do research on your own first before you fork over money to a so-called guru expert that has all the answers. You should be very skeptical of anybody that claims to have a lot of answers to the problems that you're seeking and it's behind closed paywall doors. It shouldn't be like that. There's nothing wrong with people who are coaches that are able to provide you assistance with certain goals and needs that you have that you're trying to accomplish, because there is a legitimate need for consultants and coaches and people who can help you to reach goals that you set, who have been there themselves and know through experience and expertise of ways to fast track that process. But there's a difference between individuals that are in that spectrum and then others who are just trying to take advantage of people by selling them on the idea of being a multimillionaire and how to take all the quick and easy steps that they only know themselves through their secret programming that you will find in time the more that you pay for their programs. You know what I'm saying? And they market everything. And I will admit, their marketing is pretty genius. The way that they're able to just give you just enough information that if you invest a little bit more into what they're talking about and to click on that funnel and to go through that sales cycle process, that you'll learn the next big thing that you're going to need. But it's, a lot of, almost in a sense, psychological manipulation to get people to do these things, and they get you into a mindset that you just really want to know what is it that's going to help you get out of your situation, because you have a strong desire to be successful and to accomplish what you're trying to do, which they are to accomplish what they are trying to sell you on. But your energies are always going to be best directed into other places where you are going to find that information out for yourself through experience on your own, and you're not going to pay tens of thousands of dollars to other individuals that are going to try to, spoon feed you some secret that nobody else knows about. Because let me tell you something, the information that they're selling you is often so basic and rudimentary that you will literally learn it anywhere through a quick Google search or YouTube video or literature lookup of books in that industry, or spending 3 to 6 months in that kind of job to learn the skill sets on your own, and through your manager who's hiring you and the training of the company who's employing you. You are going to get more than enough of the information that you need through those avenues than trying to have somebody who is pushing you through a sales process funnel. Now, the same thing can be said in other industries. I have a background in nutrition, fitness, meditation, mindfulness, spirituality, martial arts, sales itself, advertising, marketing, right? I don't sell programs or anything or try to, get people to sign up for $1,000 courses because I don't put out information that costs anything. But if I were to do like um, meditation instruction or some kind of coaching, right? There's a certain way that I would go about it there's a certain way that people go about it with legitimacy and authenticity that you just get the information you need with ease of access. There can be extra cost of private one-on-one consultation because of just the time that it costs. Like for people, that time is money for them to be able to make an income and provide for themselves, versus scamming bait tactics to try to lure you in and invest you into this idea of some top secret answer that you're going to find that is going to unlock your ability to be hugely successful in life, right? It just doesn't work like that. The biggest answers you're always going to find are within yourself. And anybody that is true to themselves and authentic and genuine will always tell you that, the biggest answers and results are always going to come through you, not anything but yourself. You can learn tools, you can learn skills, you can build experience, but the individual factor just comes down to you and how smart you can work on whatever goals that you're trying to achieve for yourself. If it comes to meditation and mindfulness, you want to go on the path of awakening, then that is completely its own thing that is separate from that other stuff, right? Because all that other stuff is just regular life. And if it comes down to something like awakening, that entire process is an inside job. And the only person who is able to move through that is you yourself. A teacher or teaching can give you tools and practices to help dislodge identification in ego and bring a sense of practice in embodying and directing attention so that awareness comes into awareness, right? Being recognizes being. There's like contemplation, self-inquiry, meditation, different ways that we can discuss pitfalls of awakening itself, things that might happen afterwards, because your life can be literally turned upside down. And ways that we can work with moving past our own conditioning and ways that the mind will try to trick us to stay in the dream state of consciousness. But again, that's not something that you throw all your divinity over to. Nobody is an authority figure in that. There's no such thing as an authority figure that has all the answers that you don't contain within yourself. And so the best thing to do, no matter what you're interested in looking to go after, or maybe you just want to know truth, it's always just going to be within yourself to find and see what is absolutely real and true. There are things that you can learn in the world. There are skill sets, tools, and practices that help you to navigate certain aspects of life. But the most important thing is to always remember that when it comes down to it, the biggest factor in anything in life is always going to be yourself. I hope you all stay well, and thank you for your time.